Spot gold prices gained on Monday, supported by ongoing geopolitical concerns and lower U.S. Treasury yields, as markets awaited the Federal Reserve's policy meeting, where a third rate cut and clues on the 2025 outlook are expected. Spot gold was up 0.3% at $2,655.39 per ounce. The U.S. gold futures slipped 0.1% to $2,674.10. The U.S. 10-year Treasury yields dipped 0.2%, further supporting bullion. Oil futures dropped from their highest levels in weeks on Monday, pressured by weakness in consumer spending in China, the world's largest oil importer. Brent crude futures fell 0.4% to $74.17 a barrel after settling on Friday at their highest since November 22nd. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude dropped 0.4% to $71.02 after registering its highest close since November 7th, the previous session. Global shares showed mixed performance during Monday's session as U.S. stock indices are drifting higher ahead of a meeting by the Federal Reserve later this week, while indices fell modestly across much of Europe and Asia. In the U.S., the S&P 500 rose 0.3% in morning trading, coming off its first losing week in the last four. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up by 0.2%, while the Nasdaq Composite rose 0.5%. In Asia, they sank 0.9% in Hong Kong and 0.2% in Shanghai after China reported lackluster economic indicators for November, despite attempts to strengthen the world's second-largest economy. South Korea's Kospi fell 0.2%. In Europe, France's CAC 40 index dropped 0.66%, Germany's DAX went down 0.35%, and the UK FTSE 100 declined 0.38%. Bitcoin surged past $106,000 on Monday, hitting a record high after President-elect Donald Trump hinted at creating a national strategic reserve of the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin last traded at $104,493, up 3.1%. The smaller cryptocurrency, Ether, also rose 1.2% to $3,952. Bitcoin has gained 192% this year, with investors anticipating a friendlier regulatory environment under Trump's administration. The inclusion of MicroStrategy in the Nasdaq 100 further boosts its sentiment, with expectations of increased institutional inflows into the crypto-heavy firm. Analysts predict that the next key target for Bitcoin could be $110,000.